Hello and welcome to another YouTube video. As you can see in the background, I'm doing a Christmas giveaway where you have the chance to enter the contest to win 20 euros on your PayPal. If you want to know more, I will have a link in the description below. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to show you this little montage of me destroying some people and showing you why I play on these settings. Across a lot of people that want to know my sensitivity and my settings on Apex Legends, so I thought why not make a YouTube video on it. So here are my gameplay settings. These aren't like so important, this is more like your how you like it personally and stuff, but as you can see here, for example, I have my button hints off because I like it like that. It looks more clean in my opinion, and yeah, it looks cooler. And as you can see, my ping opacity, I have it on faded because sometimes it blocks your view when you like look for buildings and when you're in fights. Also, for example, my weapon auto cycle on empty is off because I don't really like that. I like to do that myself. And auto sprint I have on too because that's just a nice setting in my opinion, and it feels nice, and it's a good setting to have on when you need to eat while playing too. So as you can see in the background, I have taking damage, closest death box menu. I have that on off, but I'm actually gonna turn that on because I feel like it's more usual to have it on because I've noticed that I get stuck in boxes sometimes and it's much quicker, and it does it automatically for you. If you have it on, and I feel like that's better if you get like third party than you try to loot a box. And yeah, it could be good sometimes if you like into armor swap, but I feel like it's better to have it on honestly, at least on PS4 and console. So here's my colorblind settings. I haven't changed anything there. These aren't that important honestly, unless you're colorblind of course. So here are the most important settings, the controller settings, and as you can see in the background, my button layout on PS4 is evolved, which makes me more agile and I can have much better movement. So I jump on L1, I do my ultimate ability in X and R1, and I do my melee on circle, and on my X I have my tactical ability, and on my R1 I crouch. So I can, for example, crouch spam or do like jump shots, or I can even B-hop on PS4, which you also need to have crouch on hold, as you can see. I think the evolved setting is really good. If you want to have really good movement, if you, for example, don't have a SCUF controller or a controller with paddles on the back, which example I don't have. I just have a normal controller. and for that it's really good. It's not something that you have to do. Most people, for example, play on the setting button puncher, which is also really good. This setting is just kind of a fun way for me to play the game and be able to B-hop and do like cool movement stuff too, which is also one of the fun parts of Apex Legends in my opinion, is the movement. And yeah, you don't need to have these settings, but I feel like they're really good, and yeah, you should try them out. It's probably gonna take a while to get used to these settings if you use these settings on Evolved, but I think it's definitely worth it, and you're definitely gonna see benefits from it in the long run. I feel like I definitely did, and my movement is much better now than it was before with my other settings, so I think it's definitely worth a try at least. So I play on a 6.5 sensitivity with the response curve being steady, which is just best for me, I feel like. And I actually surprisingly found out like a week ago that Kujo, his Twitch name is Kujo the God, and he's a awesome Apex Legends player. He's also a part of the Soar clan, and he's just an awesome player with over 55,000 kills on Wraith, I think it is. And he's insane at the game. And we apparently have the same settings, which is pretty funny. And yeah, these are just the best settings for me. I feel like you have to find your own, and just mess around with the response curve and your own look sensitivity and ADS sensitivity. But these are just the best for me, I feel like, and the most fun to use on PS4. And for the movement I want to use. And yeah, I almost forgot my menu cursor speed. It's a little bit below half. I feel like that's a good cursor speed to be able to do the armor swaps, and it's just a good balance, I feel like. So you want your look dead zone and movement dead zone at none and small, because those are the best for being able to do the best movement and the best aiming you can on controller. I don't know why I had my movement dead zone on large here, but it's supposed to be on small anyways. So I have the vibration setting on off because I don't like it, in my opinion, because it throws my aiming off in the game, and that's just a personal preference, and I know some people do like it on and some people don't, so that's just something that you have to mess around with and see what's best for you. So I play on 110 field of view, which I like because I like to play fast paced and it looks more wide and faster when you play on it. I know some people like to play it on like a bit lower, on like 100 or even 90 field of view. That just depends on what you like. Some people feel like when you play on lower field of view, the legends look bigger, so it's easier to hit them. I don't feel that big of a difference though, so I like to play on max. You also want your sprint view shake on a minimal, because that does so your head doesn't bob around so much, it doesn't move around that much. Yeah, it's just easier to hit your enemies with that setting on. So these are my audio settings. Nothing much here, nothing special here. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video of me showing off my settings in Apex Legends, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.